Alrighty folks, we're back in the thrift store per usual to walk around, see what ideas inspire us, see what we can repurpose, see what decor tips I can give you, and see what you might want to thrift, repurpose, DIY, or upcycle on your own with things you have. Let's go. The security guard was following me, so I thought, but then he kept walking. We're good. Let's see what we can find. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm trying to do a candid thing, but I feel so dumb doing like candid shots. Okay, one of my favorite things ever I always see at the thrift store is candelabras. Big ones, small ones, all sorts of ones. I love this one because it's like a 3-tier kind of spray of candles. However, you do not always have to use candelabras for candles. One really cool thing I've seen for the witchy girls is actually using candelabras to display crystals. I'm going to show you a few examples here. You can do this with like a full candelabra or a few little candle holders, but if you have some really large stones, that is a really, really cool way to show them off. And obviously you can paint or customize the candelabra however you want, but I think that is so cool for my witchy girls. Also, speaking of candles, if you are someone who is not good at having plants around or can't keep them alive or doesn't have a lot of light, honestly, I think that plant-shaped candles are very beautiful, and if you have a collection on a little plate or something like that, it still adds a little bit of the vibe, even if you can't actually keep them alive. The same goes, I've said this before, for peacock feathers. If you put a bunch of peacock feathers in a vase in the corner, it looks kind of like a large flowering plant, and it's another great way to be witchy and trick people if you can't keep plants alive. Why am I talking like this? Okay. Also, do you guys ever grab an emotional support top that you know you're not actually going to wear or buy, but you carry it around with you the whole time anyways because you think you are? $6.99. Where am I going to wear it? To the club? This is the club. Ugh, okay. One thing I always really love is bookends. This is a bookend, and I had another one, and I don't know if it fell out of the cart, but I can't find it. Anyways. Bookends are cool, especially if they have a flat top, because you can also use them as the base for other things. So imagine I have two, but you could use them as a platter display for a party or a plant tray or something like that. I was supposed to get these for my sister. I can't find the second one. Will it turn up? Mystery of the video, let's see. Also, are you guys like me? If I see an orphan piece in another place that I saw the other piece, I will bring them back and reunite them. I think it's good thrift karma. It's also how I feel when I let a really beautiful piece go to the next person, because I just know that they will appreciate it. ASMR. Oop, don't break it. Okay guys, this next one is for my jewelry girls. I'm not a jewelry girl, but I have seen some really cool options for storing necklaces, specifically on like a bust, like this, half bust. Guys, this is actually a full giant piece, and she is like lusterware iridescent, but I've seen some really beautiful examples. I will show some here. If you're a jewelry girl, I think it is really cool to store jewelry on a bust. Gosh, she's so pretty. Look at her little, guys, look at her little nails. Oh, look at that little manicure. Really love her. I need to know where the snake went though. Okay. I'm not even kidding. I just looked back in, the second snake appeared. These are magical snakes. They're playing tricks. What is it, guys? I don't want to know. Now, if you are a basket girl, I do have a little bit of just a hack to make these a little bit more easy to work with. Sometimes I see a cool basket and I want to put stuff in it, but the bottom, of course, is all woven, so it's a little uneven, and like sometimes you want to put something in there and it's like wonky and tipping to the side. Here's a really wild but helpful hack to make that not happen. You can walk your butt over to the clock section. There's always a ton of clocks in a ton of different sizes, and they all have little screws on the back. And what you can do is unscrew it, take that front little plastic portion, it's just a simple little plastic disc, and set it inside the basket. It creates a flat bottom, and it makes life easier if you're trying to put stuff in it. It's just a sneaky little hack, but it's really helpful if you want a solid surface. It's also helpful if you have a plant stand, or I don't know, anything that's kind of uneven that needs like a solid piece of glass or plastic. Clock faces. Oh, Also, look at this pattern. Doesn't this just look like a relaxing 90s mom's day room clock? Did 90s moms have day rooms? I guess so. I just heard a tween tell her mom that I was wearing a microphone, and just want you to know I am influencing for the children today. The millennial in me is never not gonna love rhinestone heels. By the way, just fun tip. If you have a lot of high heels and you're looking for storage, one of the cool ways I've seen to do this is to use French curtain rods on the wall. Let me show you some pics here. I love that this turns your shoes into kind of display storage, and it's a really flexible system to do, even if you need to do the curtain rods like up high in your room. Just thought I'd share that helpful tip if you have 200 pairs of high heels. I think I currently have 4. And I have nowhere to wear them to. Vintage Barbie fashion doll trunk from the 70s. Look at the colors. Look at the colors. I love that. Oh, I love her outfit. Mwah. I don't know what it is, but it is DIY. Also, if you ever wanted to know what color is my absolute mortal enemy, it's this. Beige, putty, gray. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Be gone, demon. I don't know about you, I love men's ties. Don't wear them, but I do always like to look at them just because of the cool vintage patterns and stuff. And one of the coolest repurposes of men's ties I've seen comes from Sarah at Redo Style. I will link her below. She has used them as curtain tie backs, and the way she kind of ties them up is really cool too. She recommends either splitting one in 2 to have matching ones, or using 2 different ones as kind of contrasting patterns. I think it's so cool and clever. Also, if you guys don't follow her, I will link her below. She is such a cool follow if you are a thrift girl who likes to like repurpose stuff. So I mentioned I'm not a jewelry girl, but I have also seen some very cool repurposing of jewelry in the home decor space. Specifically, lately I've been seeing these kind of beautiful chain pot necklaces, I'll call them. I will show you some examples here. They're very unexpected, but if you have jewelry that you just don't use, or you're looking for like a cool way to repurpose your grandma's necklace or something like that, I've also seen similar examples of kind of hanging chains, kind of like macrame out of necklaces. Also very cool. And obviously there are so many ways you could play with that and style that how you want, but don't forget, your plants need necklaces too. ASMR. The same can also go for repurposing brooches, earrings, things like that. Let me show you this pair of earrings right here. Okay, they have these tassels and these like crystals. If you have a long bolster pillow, you can add those into the ends of it, and those little tassels will like fall out as though the pillow is tasseled. I think that is so cool and so sexy. And if you do it on the sides, it doesn't like bother you if you're leaning on the pillow. It's not like hard or like pokey, but if you pin them into the sides, it is chic, elegant, glamorous, dope. Oh my gosh, this is so awkward. I just ran into my family. Guys, there's a lot of us. It's kind of a joke, but there's really a lot of us. Oh, and there's even more of us. I'm estranged from this top row, but you know, I wish them well. Also, who knew that Hello Kitty is grilling nowadays? I love it. Oh, this is how me and my cat actually met at the shelter. Oh, these might not be the most exciting pattern, but I will say, if you're looking to reupholster a headboard, curtains are a great option because they tend to be kind of thick, especially if they are like light blocking curtains. They're a really good size, and obviously they come in a lot of patterns. So reupholstering headboards with curtains, do it, get into it. Okay. Alrighty folks, we are checking out with 2 mystical magical snakes that I still don't know what happened. That was weird. But I hope this was moderately entertaining. And you guys know, if you have tips and tricks, cool ideas, cool things to thrift, cool ways to upcycle them, leave the tips below. You know I always want to hear about them. Who knows, will these end up in a future makeover? You'll have to wait for months. All right, love ya, bye.